do we have here? This is parts for the gearing of the speedometer. When I did this, so this one comes from the gearbox and this one goes up to the speedometer. When I just put them together like that, the speedometer was very wrong. So this is like 45 while going 80, and that's not miles. 80 miles in this one would be great. But anyway, and even 8,000 RPM on the four-banger would be great as well. But so I did some I did some, not math, I did some calculation, sorry. Sweet. So this one, I even have the ball bearings. So these will survive for quite some time, I hope. Sorry for filming like an idiot, but I don't have my camera stand with me. Just walked out to the garage and did this. So this is from the gearbox, and the other one goes up to the speedometer. And I did split this part because you will see in a second. This needs to be tapped, and this too. So I can't fit the tool if this one is in the way. So anyway, I will do just that with the help of this and this. So now this is done. And since this is plastic, I'm taking it quite easy. This is printed in PET G, which can stand some beating, hopefully. There we go. So here we go. We'll try just to get this one matched into the speedometer and matched into this one. Bada bing, bada boom. So something to hold these in place. So I will just temporarily hold these two halves together. Nice. So this will be good enough just to try. I'll put this one over here and I will raise the back of the car and then start it in third. See if the speedometer moves. Fuel pump, ignition, and this is third, and we'll see. Good luck. Okay, it works. It sure works. That's awesome. And if you heard a misfire, I will show you what that was. It's not a misfire. This one is still here. This one is still here. This one is over there, and that one is over there. So yeah. So this little doohickey will probably go up. Yeah, somewhere, perhaps together with the fuel restrictor, fuel regulator, yay, somewhere. So yeah, I got one of these as well. Some other episode perhaps. Yeah, I work with this one without filming. Now you know. But anyway, this one works. I don't know how accurate this one is. Probably more accurate than last time I drove it. So yeah, woo! What else to do today? Yeah, move the license plate in the back. I did rig up the GPS speedometer. I know how wrong I was. Well, you will see. I will take it out for a test drive. And I will compare this to this. So, yeah, yeehaw! Found the only wet patch on this road today, and I drove right through it. But anyway, the speedometer works, but it don't make any sense. It's under 40. It's wrong one way. Around 40, it's quite alright, and over 40 is also wrong, but the other way. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I will just learn that 80, which is good for this one, 85 is 120 on the speedometer. So yeah, this was a really nice detour, and I hope you liked the film. Yeah, I will just show you why the car, what I've been fighting all summer. Just a second. Yes, here's the problem. Here was the problem. In my mind, when I built this, it was still a positive grounded car, but it isn't. So I have switched these two. So from the ignition switch, I had it on the negative. It's supposed to be on the positive. So switch this and the car runs very good indeed. So I need to mount this in a better way as well, or better way, in a little bit more beautiful way. This looks terrible, but it works. So yeah, the 4-banger runs like a 4-banger should. It pops and bangs sometimes, but I mean, hey, it's almost 100 years old. So it's good enough for now. So yeah, I adjusted the timing a bit on the way home. I gave it a bit more advanced. It seems to like that. It still pops a bit from the exhaust while engine braking. I can live with that. I can fine adjust it a little bit, but for now, it's quite good. So see you.